Yo, yo, it's your boy Rico, Nico over here.
Can't believe it was about 6 or 7, and they were super good. They were really good ones.
Hey, what can I say about the iPhone that hasn't been said about
I know
Afghanistan?
you was gonna say something.
Bombed out in what happens when you upgrade a phone every 2 or 3 months? It's got no
I wish.
got no longevity.
No,
That
I mean March of 2022.
man, that phone's got no longevity. That phone needs a pop of Viagra so for it to last. But now, hey, so we're gonna talk about confidence. Confidence. So what's that? Do you know that the phrase that they say about the most confident person in the room?
No.
You ever heard that phrase? Usually the loudest person in the room is not the smartest and not the most confident.
Oh no, it's all true, yeah, but I haven't heard like people put it into a phrase like that. No,
Oh, okay. So that phrase is floating
but I
around.
believe it. Yeah, it's true.
So I want to kind of talk to you about this idea about how people view their aggressive behaviors as confident. So I've been watching a lot of things lately about these aggressive self-help videos and mantras about you know know your worth and find a way to always execute, and if people can't it's not tolerate or handle it, but if people can't embrace you, then they're not for you, and yada all this type of stuff. I guess make
Usually girls tell themselves that.
Yeah, but dudes
Freaking annoying.
but people say I'm gonna muscle my way into a position that's for me. Okay, cool. I see a lot of people consider this idea of, oh, I'm just being confident. When if you look at the practice, they're being arrogant, they're being
Egotistical.
they're being insufferable, unlikable.
Self-centered.
All these negatives, and what happens is they call that confidence. That's me being confident. No tact, no consideration, all these things, because they're so, like I said, self-centered on them being seen, being heard. And I was thinking about this thing about confidence, and I'd be like, so if you come into a space, there's something you got to do, you got to execute, there's people you got to work around, or there's got to be something that you have to achieve, and you're building yourself up to engage it. What would you determine are the key factors of really being confident?
Well, I think the at least the biggest one is being like that's a belief in yourself. It's a consistent belief in yourself across many potential situations. Like you can be confident, like playing video games, saying like if you play Call of Duty, which I'm really bad at, but I like, and be like, well, I'm not good at this, but maybe I can beat you on it. Like
I'm confident
it's gonna get me exactly. Same when I'm at work and there's some difficult tasks. It's like I know this is difficult, but I'll be able to like accomplish this. That's the one thing. The second thing is that when you're confident, you know what you're up against and you believe you can do it. When you're arrogant, you don't even know what you're up against because you're so good. You're so good it doesn't even matter. It's like saying, "Oh, this is a piece of cake," when it's something really difficult. Like really to yourself, you don't even see it. When you're confident, you're like, "This is difficult. I can do it." Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah,
when you're arrogant, it's like it doesn't matter. You don't. To you, absolutely everything is easy because you're so amazing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Like you're just gonna kill it, even though it's like a very, very difficult thing because you don't even realize it.
I think to a certain degree, confidence is the understanding of why you might be fearful, while not allowing fear
to
hold you back. So yeah, the ability to face your fears is
what's the difference between that and bravery?
Bravery and courage are all the same thing. It's just the execution of whatever aspect you need to execute, whatever execute. If there's fear involved, you're brave, you're courageous, you're confident enough. They're all kind of still synonyms.
And if you were arrogant, you would just like do the task and that's it.
Arrogance uses your ego as a reason to get past something. So you don't overcome your fear, you tap into your ego. Confident is removing the fear of failure. I know I can fail.
No, I think it's facing the fear of failure.
No, removing the fear of failure.
But you can do it, but you're still afraid.
Yeah, I'm still afraid, but I'm not afraid to fail. I'm afraid to do this. I'm terrified of this.
Oh, okay. I get you. Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not afraid of the failure.
You're gonna do it regardless.
I'm afraid of the action. I'm afraid of the thing. You know, man, I gotta go give this lecture. Man, I'm afraid of getting up and doing this lecture. I'm afraid of stage fright, but I'm not afraid of the students. I'm not afraid of the subject material. I'm not afraid of basically.
Yeah, because technically nothing's gonna happen. Yeah.
That's what I'm just afraid of the moment. I'm afraid of not performing. Once I remove the fear of the failure, I don't fear any of the other aspects. I know the subject material. I know the audience is just the audience. The space of what I'm doing is this what it is. I'm afraid of the moment. Once I remove the fear of failure from the moment, I have courage. And what I think, someone who's arrogant, what they do is they delude themselves and say, "I'm not afraid. How can I ever be afraid?" No, you're afraid. But instead of saying, you know what, I am afraid, but I'm still going to execute, and they remove failure from it. What somebody who's arrogant says, failure is not fair. Not that failure is not an option. It's like failure is irrelevant to me. I cannot.
Because that's not my concept.
It
doesn't apply.
Yeah, failure doesn't apply to me. It's not that I can't fail, because you possibly can't fail. What happens is basically I'm too good to fail.
Exactly.
No one, a person like me doesn't fail. And that's what arrogance, you delude yourself and you deflect away from failure. Instead of saying that failure is a viable outcome, I'm going to do my best. Someone who's arrogant says, no matter what I do, it's my best. That's subjective. And when you get out there, someone who's arrogant, and when they fail harder than the person who knew they were fearful and had to find courage.
Because now you have an ego to hurt.
You got an ego to hurt, right?
And also, an important thing about confidence. Well, confidence is the key to many damn things in life.
Yeah.
It's something that I think should be a priority for those who like really lack it. I mean, sometimes we're confident, sometimes we're not. I'm confident in some things, maybe not so much for others.
I think we're confident in things that are practice or things that we really want, but we do risk management. So we try to understand the risk, and we want to minimize the risk. And when you minimize the risk, it affects your ability to be confident, because when you start minimizing the risk and you look at it like, oh, the best way to minimize the risk is not to get involved, then you don't build the confidence to move forward.
And the way you build confidence is how the same thing I say for most things. So basically, how you become something, how you are something, or a type of person is by the actions you take. So a happy person does X, Y, and Z. So say I'm not a happy person. Okay. Right. So the way I can become a happy person is by doing X, Y, and Z. When I start doing X, Y, and Z, I start to become happy. And now I do X, Y, and Z again. You build a habit. You build a habit. So if you're confident, like if there's a girl, like you wanna go up to her and like say hi. So say I'm afraid, I'm not feeling confident about it because I don't know, the environment is too hot, whatever it is.
You fear failure.
Exactly. If I'm confident, if I was right now, I'm not confident. If I'm a confident person, what would I do? So, and then I go ahead and imitate that. And then if I do that enough times, now I become a confident person.
How do I build confidence in somewhere where I might face rejection? Exactly. I understand that rejection. I take the fear out. I take the fear of failure away from it. I literally say what the outcomes are. I can be rejected. She can reject me. It might not be a good situation. I possibly can get the no. But once I know that outcome, what are the other outcomes? She might say yes. Then I gotta have really something to say. Then I really gotta
play hit it that same night.
So I have to be confident enough to know that can I play up in the moment? Can I go big in the moment and say, exactly. Okay, well, once I get to step one, All right. Well, what happens if step 2, 3, and 4 come after? Some people focus on the failure so much that they undermine themselves like, oh, I know I'm not going to get it. That's where you cultivate fear. You cultivate a lack of confidence by focusing on your rejection. And I'm not gonna you mitigate the risk. No, I'm not even gonna get it, yada yada yada. So don't even try. Well, yeah, you know if you don't try, it's gonna be a no. You can guarantee that. And some people feel good in that guarantee. Well, I can guarantee the no if I don't try. Well, that's not confidence. Confidence is basically, can you build the strength and do the exercise to push forward and get the yes? Because as you get the yes, you get something new. You get, I'm on? Yeah, you get your time on stage. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna get on stage. Well, now you're on stage. So that's what you got. Now you got a whole new aspect of fear. You fear the no. Now you got to fear the yes. Now you got to perform. Now you got to go to the next step, the next stage. If you've been building that confidence.
And the fear of a no or a yes sometimes can feel very, very similar because it's like, oh, what if this does happen? Like, what if I can't handle it? What if,
what if I am?
Like, okay, I do get it. What do I do now?
What's next? What if I do get promoted to this position and now I'm the lead? You know, what if I do get approved for this business loan? This is big money. Man, what if I do get this contract? And now it's a lot of pressure on me. Then you get a whole new set of fear. You have to build that confidence in regards to, and you got to build confidence based on what you kind of laid down already.
Exactly.
And I find it's in regards to confidence, like I said, the people who are loud are usually the most fearful ones. They make a lot of clatter, a lot of noise to basically spook up other individuals.
Fearful and insecure.
Yeah.
If you're very fearful and very insecure, that inhibits you from being confident.
Yeah, but they put on a show that basically said, like, look, I'm loud and I'm confident because it might throw other people off guard who would press against them or provide them confidence, provide them competition. Oh man, he's so brash and he's so loud. Man, he's just so confident. That's not confidence. When you push it to the test, you really see what confidence is, or you really see what's competency. When someone who's overconfident, that teaches them into arrogance.
Have you ever had a situation where somebody like seems confident and they seem like they're upset and like they talk to people, like they talk down on people, or they're like very demanding and like very bossy at work, and then when like you stand up to them a little bit, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, because what happens is they're
going back inside the little shell.
That's an idea. It's a tactic. It's a psychological tactic. If I beat everybody to the punch and I come off with that bully energy, one is bully energy, but some people contour in a way that it seems like, oh man, this dude is so confident. He just seems like he knows what's going on. He just like he knows what he's doing. No, he's just preemptive. He might just be telling you he knows what he's doing, and it comes off as him being very competent and very confident. But a lot of times, time will tell when things are applied, when it comes time to do the work, when it comes time to show the work, when it comes time to do the presentation and explain what's going on, or they get confronted by even the smallest, they shirk back because they knew the whole time that they were putting on a front. They were fronting their confidence instead of actually building confidence by saying, look, team, I really don't know. This is not my area. I'm weak in this area. I'm fearful in this area. And then be like, oh, okay, bro. Oh, well, dang. It's good to know that. Let's build confidence in that area. Let's build a structure. Let's build it up. So we got, and you know what? You have a certain level of confidence. You have a certain level of confidence to even allow yourself to be vulnerable. Because you gotta be trusting enough to know that.
Oh yeah, when you're confident, you can allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Right. You can be bashed on and go.
Because you know you're gonna be fine no matter what happens.
Yeah, because you removed the fear of failure. I removed that I'm failing you by doing this. Once you let me know, no, I mean, you're not failing me by asking me for help. You're not failing me by telling me you don't know. You're not failing me by not being as strong as we thought you were, or you feeling you was as strong as you thought you were, but then when push came to shove, it's a little bit heavier than you could carry. There's no shame in that. You had confidence up to a point, but it's like any other exercise. You still got to build it, right? Man, I got one more thing to ask you. We can roll on this one, okay? Or you think we should save it for the next?
No, we can make it work. It's just so You say you wanted to mention this on another one or make it a whole new
There
podcast?
was probably an old podcast. I want to talk about that the correlation between accountability and honesty.
I got this SAT master level.
Like this.
I can try. We'll save it for the next one then.
Oh yeah, we say it for the next one.
Let us know in the comments down below the last time you've been confident and the last time you've been a bitch about something.
Really, that's you gonna put the hard B out there. That's great.
That's one of our allowed words.
Since when? Since now?
Right. No?
Huh?
No, we said B was allowed
Huh?
at the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe B for beginning at the beginning.
No, B as in B-I-T.
Oh yeah, you want to spell it for me.
Oh yeah. We said it was okay.
All right, folks. Hey.
Wait, what kids are watching them?
Yo, like, subscribe, share, and comment on this. Nico, always a pleasure. Yo.